Welcome back everybody to 4 Aces Farms. I'm Shane and today we're going to be taking a look at food plots. Ladies and gentlemen, I am standing here in a food plot. It looks pretty mangled, and that's because of the derecho that hit. It gave us a lot of downed corn, and same goes for the food plots. So whenever we finish planting corn for the year, which we just finished up yesterday, we then move our focus toward getting some food plots planted. We don't have that many, but you know, it doesn't take very long to get them knocked out. So what I'm here to do is to take our disc, our high-speed disc, and come knock out all this corn that's been eaten up by local wildlife, and then we're gonna replant it. And what this essentially does is just helps the local wildlife like deer, pheasants, turkeys, anything that would enjoy eating corn will come to these spots and they can get a good meal, and it helps out the local population. So it's good for hunting, it's good for, you know, just ensuring that animals have food in the winter, and I think they appreciate it. So we do it every year just as a way to help local wildlife. And most of the time when we plant food plots, it's normally a corn patch. You can put in soybeans, that works as well too. Or we'll even be planting a sunflower patch later on, and that helps like doves and other birds come in to the area, and it's pretty fun hunting them. So all right, and so the tractor I'm running for this job is my personal favorite to run and what I do most of our tillage in. It's a 9530, and this tractor is pretty cool. It's different because it has this middle part here where it turns. So we call it the Weeble Wobble, and it's a fun thing to drive. It's very different feeling. And attached, we have our high-speed disc, and this thing is a real ripper. Come through with these big blades here, same thing, and they go the other way. They are opposite of each other, so it helps rip it more. And then you got the baskets in the back to help flatten it all out. It's a wide machine. It always is a little bit nerve-wracking going over a small bridge, but it always makes it over. Steer going, I'm rolling through here, and so I just want to explain a little more of what's happening. This is actually not corn. I might have said it was, but this is sorghum out here. We're gonna plant this to corn and all the other food plots in this area, and really this is a great area for deer. As you can see, all the wooded area around me, so the deer love it. Pheasants are big fans of sorghum, so it's a win-win for the wildlife. All right, so I got the first food plot here, ripped and torn. So this is what it looks like now. It gets that dirt nice and ready, easier to plant. Obviously it'd be very hard to plant right through all of this sorghum here. And this is how you can tell it was sorghum. Corn doesn't exactly have that kind of top to it. Sorghum is kind of grown as like a cereal crop, but it's also a great food for livestock, and we're not really using it for livestock, but the wildlife enjoy it and they eat it, so that's all that matters. I am in our second food plot here. This one is truly a corn food plot, and you can still tell by this laid down corn over here just how bad this derecho was for a lot of farmers. It really screwed things up, and it laid down corn like this in a lot of fields. Just for some further evidence, as we look on the ground here, there is just all sorts of eaten up corn, just dead ears. They have eaten the crap out of this. The deer love it, the pheasants love it, everybody loves it. It's a win-win. Line them up, knock them down. All right, just finished up that corn food plot there, and I got to the next one here, and it is actually another sorghum patch. So, pretty cool. We'll take a closer look. Ooh, there's a turkey. There we go. I was hoping we'd find some wildlife while we were out here. Oh, geez. Finding all sorts of stuff in this one. There's a whole lot of turkeys that are down in this area, so it's cool seeing them. Not very good eating, but I guess if you like turkey, nah. Bacon wrap it, throw some brown sugar on it, call it a day. It's kind of stocky, kind of like corn, but you just got these little grains on the top. All right, I just completed that third food plot there, and now I'm moving on to the fourth one right here. Checking out the deer stands. Pretty nice deer stands. And then we got one right over here as well. And then we will learn how to plant. Weeble wobble dance. Woo! Well, new plan. We cannot get them planted today, so we're gonna have to do it tomorrow. I had some other jobs pop up that were a tad more important, so catch you tomorrow. All right, we're back. Day 2. We'll get this all planted today.
Okay, so we're over to the food plot now. This is part of the CRP that's was called Pheasant Recovery, and it's basically a 20-acre block, which has a couple acres of food plot, which we're going to do right now. It has about 5 acres of brome grass, and then it has about the balance 13 acres in native grasses. It's really been a great thing for the wildlife. We love it for the pheasants. There's also quail down around here. We just pushed a turkey up out of the grass a second ago, and there's a lot of deer down in here, and they all benefit from this. It's a real good thing. Okay, so now we got to start the planter. There's numerous things we have to do that. I'm going to start these SCVs number 2 and 3. These are hydraulics is what they are. So that gets the flow of hydraulic going from the tractor through the planter, and so that the backs that everything rotates on in the meters in there rotates off these SCVs. So very important. While that's going, I also start the PTO right here. This planter has so much stuff, it has its own generator that runs off the PTO. Okay, so I'm starting that. I know that from in the past, this line down here is a perfect north-south line. I set my heading here, I'm done, boom, that's ready to go. I've got all this stuff set and ready to go. And we're going to plant 1197, which is actually one of Pioneer's best numbers over a long period of time. It has a real flexible ear, so we don't have to plant it real thick, and it should be a lot of good food for them. I'm going to push this auto steer. You hear that? We're on. I guess I got nervous on the camera and messed up.
So that food plot's knocked out. That was 2.7 acres we just planted there, and we're on to the next one, right?
Shows you on the GPS exactly how much you did, down to the 100th of an acre. So yeah, it'll tell you how much fuel we used, 0.9 gallons, how many seeds we put out there, over 77,000 seeds. A lot of information. Yeah, we're gonna go up here and we're gonna fold up the planter and go to the next one.
See you there. All right, so I'm out here where he's just planted. Just wanted to show you guys something that's happening here. We had fertilizer guys come yesterday and spread stuff, and this is what their little fertilizer pellets look like. Just little white balls out here in the field, making sure the crop gets its proper nutrients and everything grows right. So that's how it works. Thank you everybody for tuning in today, and I hope you learned something. If you liked today's video, drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think, what you want to see, and stay tuned for more videos. Peace.